Hi, I'm Bertha, and this is a story about what my sister did when she found out our dad was having an affair. You see, our dad cheated on our mom and left us to go live with that homewrecker. For some reason, Mom coped pretty well with it. She's a strong woman. But me and my little sister were devastated. It felt like our lives had been torn apart. Mom was obviously struggling too, but she put on a brave face for our sake and encouraged us to be civil with Dad and his new woman so that we didn't lose him forever. But I wanted absolutely nothing to do with my dad and that horrid woman, and my sister felt the same. Except she took it more seriously than I did, and she started to change. She went from being this sweet, respectful kid to a kid on a mission. One day she said, "They're both going to regret this. You mark my words." I was shocked. My sister had idolized our dad in the past, but now all she wanted to do was hurt him, the way he'd hurt us. During this time, I decided to enroll in college in another town across the country. I wanted to get as far away as possible from this toxic situation. After my first year at college, I went home for the summer vacation, and lo and behold, you'll never guess what was happening. My dad and the homewrecker were engaged to be married and wanted us to be part of their special day. I wasn't having any of it, but my sister was weirdly enthusiastic about it all. She kept saying we should participate because it would make Dad happy before his world came crashing down. What did she mean? Well, before we knew it, the big day had arrived, and it was now or never. I had to grin and bear it and watch my dad officially wreck his life even more. But I'll be honest, I was pleasantly surprised. The ceremony was actually quite nice, and so was the reception. My dad's a successful businessman, so he obviously dropped a lot of cash dollar on the day. There must have been more than 500 guests there. He still hadn't even come over to say hello to us, so why did he even need us there? It felt like we were just there so people wouldn't gossip and say, "Oh, where's his daughters?" My sister was acting particularly strange. She kept looking at me and grinning, so I decided to relax a bit. Maybe I was overthinking things. I should just enjoy the day. During the reception, they showed a video of my dad and his new wife. I won't lie, it was pretty romantic, even though I hated the homewrecker's guts. It showed all their sweet little conversations and them skipping down the beach hand in hand. Everyone loved the video, and I even saw some people shedding a few tears. The longer the video was on, the more my sister kept grinning. She was shifting in her seat and kept looking at me to make sure I was watching. "What's going on?" I asked her. But before she could reply, the video cut and a new video flashed up on the screen. It was quite fuzzy at first, and everyone in the room was murmuring. I saw a look of panic shoot across my dad's new wife's face, and then it became clear why. The video was of her and two other men. They were in some dimly lit room together, and then it changed again, and it was one of the men from the video accusing my dad's wife of being a whore and that he hoped she was enjoying her wedding day. Then he laughed and said hi to my dad and said, "Enjoy your promiscuous wife." The room was so deadly quiet, you could have heard a pin drop. All eyes were on the bride, and my dad looked like he was about to explode. He quickly got up and left, and his bride ran after him in tears. I looked at my sister, my jaw wide open in shock, and she just winked at me and covered her mouth to hold back the laughter. The rest of the reception was canceled, and it was so humiliating. Everyone was disgusted, and the whole room was in uproar. I grabbed my sister and asked her to follow me out into the garden. Then she confessed everything. Turned out my sister had been keeping a rather close eye on our dad's wife-to-be and had uncovered some shocking stuff. She'd been stalking her for months and had been waiting for the perfect moment to reveal what she'd found out. How ironic. The homewrecker truly was a homewrecker. What a great nickname for her. She'd been sleeping with at least 2 other guys and was known to dabble in the occasional threesome. My sister said she'd waited for the wedding to do this because she'd still felt so mad at our dad for hurting Mom. I wish I could say I felt sorry for my dad, but he had this coming. If he hadn't cheated on Mom in the first place, this never would have happened. It's crazy though, because they'd already signed the marriage certificate just 1 hour before the video played. So now Dad is waiting to get another divorce. Well, it's for the best. He seriously dodged a bullet there. I admired my sister for doing it. I never would have had the guts to do something like that. I hope we never see that homewrecker again. Do you think my sister did the right thing? Or should she have told my dad before? Let me know what you think in the comment section.